All right, let's dive right into this explainer. I want you to imagine your body as this incredible storybook, packed with hidden heroes that literally keep us moving every single day. Every time you take a step, throw a ball, or honestly even just breathe, there's this fascinating, invisible armor working tirelessly behind the scenes. We almost always give all the credit to our muscles and our bones, right? But today, we're going to shine a spotlight on a totally brilliant tissue called cartilage. It is the ultimate unsung hero of human anatomy, and by the end of our journey today, you'll see exactly why it deserves a standing ovation.
To really get a feel for what this tissue does, picture this. Imagine jumping up and down on a rock-hard concrete floor, completely barefoot. Ouch, right? It sends this jarring shock straight up your legs. Now, imagine doing that exact same jump, but this time you're wearing thick, super bouncy, highly cushioned sneakers. Ah, much better. Well, that sneaker cushion taking the impact, that is exactly what cartilage does inside your joints. It absorbs the heavy forces of our everyday movements so your bones don't have to take the hit.
But hey, cartilage isn't just hidden deep away inside your knees or hips. Let's do a quick, fun little experiment right now. Seriously, reach up and wiggle the tip of your nose. Or try folding the top of your ear down. You notice how it easily bends, but then it immediately springs right back into shape? Well, that bendy, rubbery stuff you're feeling right there? That's not bone and it isn't muscle. That's our hero, cartilage.
So what actually is it? Basically, cartilage is a specialized connective tissue. It's significantly softer and a lot more pliable than bone, but at the same time, it's stiffer and less flexible than a muscle or a tendon. It's kind of that perfect middle ground. It provides structure to parts of your body, like your airways and your ears, and absolutely crucially, it coats the ends of your bones. By doing this, it acts as a ridiculously smooth barrier. It completely reduces friction and protects your joints from that painful grinding sensation when you move.
Now, take a look at this breakdown. Notice that massive blue section? Cartilage is actually up to 80% water. Because it holds on to so much water, it acts a bit like a highly pressurized waterbed. When you put physical stress on it, that water-filled matrix distributes the force evenly across the whole joint. So it literally turns a heavy, potentially damaging impact into a smooth, manageable bounce. Pretty amazing, right? To explain how this works simply, especially if you want to picture it like a cartoon, think of it as being built from a magical recipe. First up, you have these tiny specialized cells called chondrocytes. Just think of them as busy little worker bugs. These bugs produce and maintain a surrounding environment made of gels. Picture a thick bowl of bouncy jelly totally packed with sugars and proteins. And finally, they reinforce this jelly with fibers, which act kind of like strong rubber bands and strands of wool. When you mix the worker bugs, the bouncy jelly, and those strong rubber bands all together, you get this absolutely perfect, tough shield.
Let's see how this actually develops over time. Before we're even born, our skeletal framework isn't made of hard bone at all. It acts as this soft, flexible template. Babies are actually born with skeletons heavily composed of this flexible cartilage material. Then, as a child grows up, this soft template slowly hardens and gets replaced by solid bone. By the time we hit adulthood, the cartilage remains strictly in the places we need it most, capping our joints, shaping our ears and nose, and giving our ribcage the flexibility it needs to, actually let our lungs expand.
All right. Moving on to our first main section, the 3 cartilage siblings. Let's meet the different types of cushions in your body.
So there's actually more than one type. First up, we have hyaline cartilage. This is the most common type, and you can think of it as the smooth skater. It has this glassy, pearly appearance and lines the ends of your long bones, letting them glide effortlessly past one another. Then on the flip side, we have fibrocartilage, the tough weightlifter. This sibling is packed with thick bundles of incredibly strong fibers. It's literally designed to handle massive compressive forces, which is exactly why it forms the heavy-duty shock-absorbing discs nestled between the vertebrae in your spine and the tough meniscus in your knees.
And then we have the third sibling, the bendy gymnast, elastic cartilage. Unlike the other two, this type is absolutely packed with stretchy elastic fibers. It lives in places that need to be highly pliable, like your external ear and your epiglottis. That's that tiny flap in your throat that stops food from going into your lungs. Super important. You can stretch it, squish it, and completely deform it, but this resilient little gymnast always snaps right back into its original shape perfectly.
Now, let's talk about Section 2, the silent problem. What happens when our shock absorbers get hurt? Now, real quick, before we explore this conflict in detail, please remember that this explainer is strictly for educational purposes. So always make sure to consult a real trained doctor if you ever get hurt, experience joint instability, or are in any kind of pain. Okay, let's continue.
So the big twist in our story here is a biological one. Cartilage is avascular. Now that's just a fancy scientific word meaning it contains absolutely zero blood vessels. On top of that, it has no nerves whatsoever. Because there are no nerves, you literally won't even feel it getting damaged in the early stages. And because there's no blood supply bringing a rush of nutrients and repair cells to an injury, when cartilage tears, it heals incredibly slowly. Well, that's if it manages to heal at all. It basically has to rely on the super slow diffusion of nutrients from surrounding joint fluids just to survive.
When this precious tissue wears away from high impact or maybe an untreated tear, a really painful chain reaction kicks off. First, you lose that smooth, skater-like cushion we talked about. Second, the highly sensitive, nerve-filled bones are suddenly left totally exposed, and they begin grinding directly against each other. Finally, all this friction leads to deep joint pain, visible swelling, stiffness, and you might even start hearing a horrible grating, popping, or clicking sound when you try to walk or bend. Definitely not what we want.
Now, when this does happen, doctors have some pretty cool advanced ways to try and fix it. They can perform what's called a microfracture surgery. This essentially involves poking tiny little holes in the underlying bone to release blood and stem cells, basically tricking the body into growing new cartilage. They can also use cartilage grafts. But sadly, there is a catch here. The new tissue that grows back is usually fibrocartilage, so it acts more like a tough, stiff scar. I mean, it's protective for sure, but it simply isn't that glassy, slippery, smooth hyaline cushion you originally started with.
Which brings us to Section 3, being the hero. Let's talk about how you can protect your cartilage.
Because cartilage is so incredibly difficult to regenerate, we really have to take care of it ourselves. You can protect your joints right now by adopting some daily hero habits. First off, embrace low-impact activities, things like swimming, cycling, or using the elliptical. These movements actually act like a mechanical pump, constantly feeding your cartilage fresh nutrients without smashing it with high-impact forces. Also, work on strengthening the muscles around your joints, like your quads and hamstrings. Strong muscles take a ton of the load off the cartilage itself. And finally, maintaining a healthy weight significantly reduces the sheer mechanical pressure crushing down on your knees and hips every single day. Trust me, consistent, gentle movement is cartilage's absolute best friend.
And guess what? Your diet plays a massive role too. Eating the right superfoods gives your tiny chondrocyte worker bugs the exact tools they need to maintain that bouncy jelly matrix we talked about earlier. Citrus fruits like oranges are packed with vitamin C, which is essential for building strong collagen rubber bands. Fatty fish like salmon bring in omega-3s, which are totally legendary for shutting down destructive joint inflammation. And sipping on bone broth, that provides your body with direct, natural building blocks of collagen and gelatin. It's like feeding your joints a specialized construction kit.
All right, that brings us to Section 4, 5 Fast Cartilage Facts. Let's do a quick review of our storybook journey.
Here are the top 5 absolutely non-negotiable things to remember from our explainer today. Number 1, cartilage is your body's ultimate friction-reducing bouncy shock absorber. 2, it is magically constructed from a mix of tiny worker cells, squishy water-filled gels, and strong fibers. 3, it comes in 3 specialized types: the smooth hyaline, the tough fibrocartilage, and the bendy elastic. 4, it lacks its own blood supply and nerves, making it dangerously slow and difficult to heal once it's damaged. And number 5, your proactive lifestyle choices, through low-impact exercise and a nutrient-rich diet, are literally the only ways to keep it strong for a lifetime.
And just like that, we've reached the end of our journey. Treat your body like a temple and fiercely protect those inner heroes. Without them, the simple joys of movement become a really painful chore. So I'll leave you with this question to ponder today. Knowing how precious and frankly fragile this hidden armor really is, what fun, healthy habits will you start today to keep your joints bouncing smoothly for the rest of your life?